I don't know why I took so much time on that. Hey, Tolex. Hey, Kylan. Oof. That was not the bounce I estimated. Man, I was about to say, like, very first shot of the game. Music is off. I know. I realized it right as I booted up the stream, and I tried to open Firefox, but then I heard that dun, dun, and I was like, oh, damn, game is starting. The next emote with me for Taco. 3 months? Yes. Man, I am... Also, we're using the new Megastar car. Just got a code from it from Epic. It's pretty neato. I was warming up with it. It feels like just like a Dominus. I haven't checked the hitbox yet. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, now let's fix that music situation. There we go. Not approved in dual voice. Also, TB, I'm not gonna lie, I might hold off on buying CFB 26 mainly because I've been seeing some insane glitches so far. Kyle, thank you for the $5.
Good luck with the win streak as always.
Maybe I will have some good luck there. Very kind, Kyle. That was gonna be hard. That's the one type of play that like the Dominus is just objectively worse than the Octane at. Your alert didn't play? What alert? Oh man, I knew exactly what he was gonna try to do, so I was like, I can probably cut around that. Oh, I was leaving that mid boost for him. You get that, Vira? For the dono? The mystery dono? I heard Kyle's. Kyle gifted me a membership yesterday. Oh, that definitely went off. I don't know if you just weren't in stream for it. Got a milestone? I guess fire, go underneath. Fake. 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 Nice job, Vira. Yeah, I'm flipping out of the way just so he has no concern about that one. Get it again, Vira. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna bar down, but we'll just go. I speak a little Espanol. What's up, amigo? Well, well. Solo inglés in chat, por favor. Ooh, nice save, Vira. There we go. I've seen a streamer that glitched out of games. First, they haven't had a problem like Dynasty went offline, so it doesn't really work as much. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if it's like a glitch with the servers or whatever, or if it's an actual problem. There was one really funny one where this guy in all caps goes, "Play through the whistle," and it was a guy catching a ball and then falling, and then his player stayed on the ground, and it just kind of slowly slid his player closer and closer to the goal line, and eventually crossed and went, "Touchdown!" And the announcer started going crazy. And I was cracking up. It took like 5 seconds for his on the ground body to just slowly slink and like pixel slide into the end zone. I don't know if it was like a server DC or what, but it was super freaking funny. There's another one I was laughing at. They're like, yeah, don't even, he was like, sim all your field goals because it's not worth it. And it was just the kicker lining up his field goal as the time went by, and then both lines snapped, and they're all scrumming in this big like pocket, while the holder and the kicker are just still like sitting there waiting for the snap. I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm currently not going to be paid this week. Kyle, what? Wait, why are you not getting paid? Is it like some weird conditional with like you don't have a delivery? Because I'm assuming you're probably not paid salary. You're paid like per shipment or whatever. Or are they just being dicks about when you get your paycheck? No loads? That's the scary part about something like that. It's low key, it's like you're paid on commission. It's like you're paid per job, you know? Are you technically a contractor? Like, are you a 1099 employee? Yes? Okay. I just figured out, Chad, I'm gonna have to probably ditch my car, because I was doing some tinkering around in my engine the other day, and I think I might have a blown head gasket, which is an incredibly expensive repair, and I don't know if it's worth doing that, because I don't need a car right now. So I'm like, I think we might be in a territory where I might just sell or scrap the car and then just save up to actually get like a down deposit down or down payment on a actual car. Hi, Catter. Victor, I told you to stop speaking in Spanish. I appreciate that your multilinguality, but I have that rule for a reason. Wow, an incredibly late aerial, but that works. Soft hands, Kyle, back in the day, we'd run 1,000 miles a day. Uphill both ways. Exy, howdy. A merry pot friend to you. Also, I gotta adjust to the Dominus hitbox again. I find myself forgetting how long the nose is, and I'll occasionally be in these like situations where like I have a nice. All these situations where like I'll go for an air dribble or I'll go for a hit and I'll hit it horribly, and then my brain's like, wait, what? And it's because the nose is closer to the ball when you go for the aerial, because you know you don't have the benefit of like the shorter hitbox. Hey, J. Robert Gerthenheimer. How's your day been? That was the roll. Well, I mentioned earlier, Victor, that's the only reason I'm like, I did say in Spanish, though, so. Oh. What are these guys doing over here? Damn. For one second, I thought Rocket League added licensed cars because that looks like an Aston Martin Vanquish. That's kind of what they do, I think, RS. I think whenever they add like these new DLC cars, it always looks like an Aston Martin, or it always looks like a licensed car. It's just their knockoff version. I still think the Samurai was their knockoff attempt at like a Lambo-esque car. Or at least like the new age Corvettes, because the new age Corvettes, they're getting sharp around the edges. They're looking pretty interesting. The midlife crisis mobile. Oh, GTA 6 has a licensed car. I don't know why they wouldn't. Maybe it's just because people don't want their cars being associated with being stolen. I feel like it's just like a brand risk, but I feel like, no, people don't. I feel like I would never see a car in a game about crime and be like, wow, is this car used by criminals? I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, that's a sick looking car, you know? Oh. Only like 30% meant for that to happen. Now this is called the Megastar. This is a new DLC item. And if you're interested in buying it, the Megastar bundle is in the item shop right now, and you can use code TheNeaterTaco. Rockstar ain't getting Ferrari to license their cars? I guess not. Man, is that even 3 kickoff? No, that hasn't 3, but it feels like we're giving up a lot of kickoff goals. Buddy took a straightforward 50 and lost it. What happened here? He actually just got full on pwned there, chat. I gotta just hold boost. I didn't want to waste it all, but then I realized halfway through, I'm gonna go for it anyway, why not? Greetings from Russia, greetings from the United States. I'm doing all right. Just trying to stay ahead of the curve here. Ah, he saw the pass. Oh. Nice flick. Close one. Trying to get in front of him for the 50, but I didn't have the boost. I didn't expect the first guy to not chow. I saw an Instagram post of Ludian Favela. Bought a Ferrari from a friend. From a friend. Cartel, dude. Can I get a hi, please? Hello, Seki. Oof, well, that was a fun one. 2 red tags, by the way. Definitely 1700 peaks. Chromas don't have the status to drive a Ferrari. I don't know. I always thought the most yikes thing I saw was there was a Ferrari that was permanently parked in the parking lot across from my apartment in Tucson, and it had Supreme plastered all over it. I'm just like, ugh, what an ugly decal to put on. That's what giving up goals off kickoff and losing 50s will do to you, Kyle. Ferrari literally setting to throw him because they didn't want the car to be associated with favelas. Yeah, they hate the poors. How's it going, Tackle? It's going all right. We're just trying to... We're enjoying 2s a lot, and we are lamenting 3s a lot. So a very weird turn for someone who, you know, plays as much 3s historically as I have. Ugh. Oh, Devin, you're sitting on the boost. I didn't realize that. That's crazy that Devinator had 100 boost and he actually just used it to watch that guy get a reset. Why not just go early? You could let him pre-jump that. And then if he doesn't hit a reset in time, then you can just chow immediately. And if he doesn't chow immediately, then you can just, you know, be up in general. Oh, literally a perfect bounce. Does not hit at all. The ceiling. I was playing the ceiling bounce there, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I don't know how you would sue someone for having a Ferrari in a favela. It's like, what's the grounds? Hey, someone bought a car and they sold it to someone who lives in a neighborhood you don't agree with. But like, how is that illegal? How is that like, I don't know, doing anything? Hello, am Cristiano son. Good to know. Ah, I think it's also really funny how in like the NFL, I'm only thinking this because he said Cristiano's son, and I'm assuming he means Cristiano Ronaldo or whatever. But it's funny to me that like when I watch the NFL broadcasts, a lot of the commentators will call Mahomes Patrick, and I'm like, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a fan call him Patrick. You know? Like I feel like the only time you call someone a first name is because their last name is just super ridiculous, like Giannis in the NBA. Or like LeBron. But that's because his name is more interesting than James, you know? No one's like, oh my god, I'm a huge fan of James. People will be like, what? God, I gotta use the Dominus hitbox again. Ooh, Rio, I did not expect you to go to the corner, my bad. A phenomenon I've been observing lately, chat, that I'm fascinated by is the lack of demo awareness from teammates. Like, that last play had our teammate waiting in the middle for a pass. He was sitting next to the goalie as our other teammate was air dribbling it. And not a single moment was that guy who was waiting for the pass realize, hey, wait, if I just bump this guy, it's a goal. You know? It's just like, why? Why was that not on your mind? Hey, Freedy. What game mode do you think is the best? 2s. I'm gonna definitely say 2s. 3s nowadays is horrible. For I would say it damages the image of the brand and win court. No, they wouldn't. If you buy a car, that is your car. I should be able to buy a Hyundai and drive it to a meth den if I want and take a picture and post it on Instagram. How the heck would they be like, it damages our thing? The only way I can see that would work is if you got that car as like a sponsorship deal or something, you know? And then it's like contingent on you to abide by certain usage. There's no reason why a car that you own Because even if you lease it, it's not like you're leasing it through Ferrari with terms and conditions, you know? I mean, maybe you are. I don't actually know how luxury cars work on that one, or if you go to a dealership. But I assume even if it isn't, like, it wouldn't really be a problem. Bro, I gotta say, professional footballers, they need to step up their games. Their training. It's kind of sad to see, like, Bronny not be that good. A lot of professional soccer players, like, David Beckham's kids, every single one of them is bad. It's so sad to see. Like, they all get free admission into, like, Manchester United academies and all these, like, other professional leagues, and then they just don't do well. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I guess Posh Spice's genes were not strong enough. Hey, bass guy, or bass guy. Literal 1500. Bro's not even wrong. He literally said, wow, that guy's a literal 1500, and he was a 1595. Damn. Oh, took that one a little slow because it looked like he was taking it slow. I did not think he would turn. My bad. I just didn't think he'd be mad enough to turn on that. My bad. It's bass like the fish? Good. Okay, good to know. Hey, M10 goat. I doubted my read, and I was like, I gotta play his block. And then he didn't even have it, sad. Oh, that was a goal. I don't think he realized. Why are you so close? We're gonna get scored on? Never mind. Ah! That's not real, teammate. That's also not real. Good recovery by that guy. Teammate, you were gone for like 9 seconds. You didn't get a single pad? What happened here? Oof, that's horrible padding. He got literally no pads. Did you drop to GC 2 and 3s? I have no idea, to be honest. 3s has been a nightmare to queue. Nice shot. When doing speed flips, one of my cars sometimes drags on the ground, slows me down. Any tips on fixing that? It's literally just adjustments. It's like, you're almost there. If you're doing the right thing, you're just probably not adjusting your car correctly on the back end. Did you drop GC2 off stream? I don't play off stream. Everything you guys see is on stream when I play the game. It is, I would say 95% of my playtime, maybe more, is on stream. That's crazy that I bumped him and he still didn't get knocked away. Nice read, teammate. All posts. Woo! Why do you only play with people? Is it to be safer? No, it's because I don't know how good those people are. If I know how good my friends are, I'm not gonna play with some random and come to me like, hey, can I play with you? Because, bro, first of all, statistically, 99.99% of all players are a lower rank than me. So why would I assume that they'd be good enough to play with? And plus, I play ranked a lot. I know plenty of players who are technically my rank, and I despise how they play. Case in point. And I don't want to play with them. It's not like a rudeness thing. It's not a safety thing. I just don't trust the skill level of people I don't know. That's what I mean. Dinner time, GG's. Enjoy your dinner, Matt. The amount of people will be like, hey, can we play? And they're like a gold. I'm like, first of all, even if we play twos, you're gonna get smoked in my lobby. So it's like, what's the point of you playing with me? Nice. Are you a fan of 1v1s and 2s and 3s? Ones is like, if I'm in the right mood, ones is incredibly fun. I just have to be like pretty locked in. Because the thing about ones that I think makes it a lot better is if you take the mentality of, I'm not playing to win, I'm playing to improve. If you come in with that perspective, it's actually a much more enjoyable game mode. Woo! Slaughter! Slaughter! You just can't place it better than that, chat. Oh, that wasn't even reset. He just straight up took it to the ground. Oops. I tried to lob it across. That was a bad touch by me. Oh. Again, I'm not used to the dominant set box. That was supposed to be a softer touch. I got to it a little bit quicker than I thought I was supposed to. Turn just to get in front of it. My friends are all gold, all D3s. C1 and get teammates who are dropping rank for friends just boosted. I mean, boosting happens all the time. Personally, I'm just not a fan of playing with people I don't know because it just results in a lot of awkwardness. Hell, I barely even like partying up with people in my rank who play good in one game. They're like, oh, do you want to play? And I'm like, well, personally, one game doesn't really mean much. That's why I like playing with friends, because I know basically their abilities, you know? Good recovery by that guy. One-on-one. Try to take a 50. That's a great 50. Let's go! Let's go, Vidurki! Oh! Nice. Friends are gold, all D3, not entirely their fault. What do you mean? Stop excusing skill issues. If you're a low rank, it's because you just haven't dedicated your life. If you guys aren't dedicating 9 hours of playtime a day, you don't want it enough. You don't want it enough. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys should lock in. I don't know. Not their fault. Do you hear yourself right now? I like the dolphin emoji. Oh! I playing ones because it's so luck-based. It is not. Everything is skill-based. If you're losing kickoffs, it is not luck-based. You're taking bad kickoffs. There's a reason why when you guys watch professional 1v1 players, they get scored on sometimes on kickoffs, but 90% of the time it is because they took a kickoff and then they didn't get the boost correctly, or they just got beat through on a play. If you overcommit once, you get scored on. That's the whole point of ones, though, is that it's risk management. How much aggressiveness do you want to play with? How much boost do you want to expend? And also how much, in terms of like risk, are you willing to take on with a shot, you know? That's kind of what I think makes ones like a really interesting like chess match of a game. I think that's just in, yep. Not sure why that guy flipped forward on a ball. I think he thought his teammate was about to 50 it. Yeah, Vader's flipping right as I hit that. Oh. Bro missed the Spanish. Oh. That was a good fake. The best way to kick off? Well. The best way to kick off is to have a good kickoff. Whatever that means is different for everyone. You reacted to that? That's crazy. Gavin, you take that? Okay, Gavin. Oh, nice reset. Man. Just overtouched it on that dribble. No, oh my God, dude, that's crazy. My butt of my car hit the near post, which then angled my car forward, which took away my save. That's so sad, dude. Oh. Speed flip, pre-flip, but never wave dash before it's kick off, most invulnerable. I mean, and you're invulnerable after? You mean you're vulnerable? I mean, if you want to wave dash, that's one thing, but you just gotta, I think if you just single jump into it, then you can land and use a wave dash to recover. All right, GG's. I've never won with Gavin, unfortunately, and that will continue here. Not even necessarily his fault on this one, just not a good game. We're gonna Q dodge him, test our luck. I did miss a shot though, so I can't really claim anything beyond that. I don't know what you mean by pre-flip kickoffs. Literally every kickoff is a pre-flip kickoff. Like you flip before you get the ball. Taco speed flip is excellent. It is actually not. My speed flip is probably the weakest part of my game. Hold on, I'm getting a call. All right, sorry about that. Got a call. I was looking around at on cars because unfortunately I'm gonna have to replace my car in the coming months. And the guy just called me right now asking because I was browsing the website. So they were like, "Hey, Jeff, this is Dante, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, I'm not talking to you though about this because I'm not truly in the market in the way that you want me to be. Nice. Taki, you unban my main? Lol, just kidding. Kyle, how about you go frick yourself? How dare you? Hey, Paxton. When everyone's feel hard to improve because every mech you mess up again, it's 90% of the time. Well, that's why it teaches you consistency. You have to go for things that will guarantee good touches. Raw read lips? Damn. Oh, Damon's about to clip on one of these boys. Never mind. I forgot on a short hitbox you can't no jump 50 that. My bad. Sad. I guess it's a major fix as long as it's not leaked into your oil and the damage. Well, I'm leaking coolant and I think oil. And on top of that, I have some other things that I think are also an issue. I was just counting up my repairs, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, even if the repairs are like $500, $700, $1,000 or whatever, it's not gonna be good. Like, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money. This car is not even worth that much, like, as a vehicle and on the whole. So it's like, I'm gonna be sinking so much money into this that it's kind of like, why am I repairing this car just to repair it some more in about 1,000 miles when I could just save up and get a car? Especially when right now having a car is more like a convenience thing and not as much like I need it. I'm here. Birdie. Been a while. What's up? Damon, your boost timing is some of the worst I've seen. I don't know why he's constantly leaving when the ball's like directly in the middle. Pass. Literally went for the beat there. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get it super hard on that, but I mean pre-flip by you speed flip right into the ball, like you don't flip after. What? That's just how you take a kickoff though. I understand the logic behind it. Well, that's the thing though, is like, he says, who is bro? Damon, there's no way with 90 boost you took that 100. Dude, what a butt. This guy. Damn, you're scaring me, dude. But yeah, I do. Damon, you are making me lose my mind. I shouldn't have gone wide, but still. You got a 0 boost. Where's the worst thing you can do? Put it in the middle, that's right. Why are you doing that? Cool. Sure. Bro said, who is bro? I said Dater Taco. He was like, oh, Dater Taco, what's good? Buddy, you didn't know who DT was and the picture's a taco? No critical thinking, chat. Open the schools. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about your predilection to keep throwing the ball down the middle. I'm gonna lose my mind. And shockingly, chat, Damon is LFT. I wonder why. I wonder why his tryouts aren't going that well. Nah, I'm just being a dick, chat. I just can't stand giving away goals like that. Nice save, holy. Ooh, nice boost steal, by the way, by me. Reset doubler? He did not get resetted on. All right, Damon. I guess I'll play the defense if you can score that. Spot some stuff to get rid of my back pain. Been there. Back pain. No joke. Oh. Oh, Damon. Just that's the definition of like you either go or you don't, you know, like this half-hearted thing always drives me up a wall with people in twos. Like watching people be like, I can't go for that, I can't go for that, I can't go for that. And then the guy misses his first touch. He's like, oh, now I can go. And then he misses because the follow-up touch is what gets you. And I'm like, buddy, like if you just didn't, it went immediately or you just shadowed, he has no option there. Oh, man is a defensive liability. Holy shite. And I think we're done with twos for a little bit because I'm Q dodging the crap out of that. I would say threes. I would say half of all games have teammates that make me question whether God is truly loving, because why would he cast such despair on us all? Versus twos, I feel like it's like 20% of games. It's like a lot fewer. Most games, I'm like, oh, it's a solid teammate. Oop. Also, might switch off this car just because not liking the 50s I'm getting in the short hitbox. What the heck is that? I have no idea who that is. I think OG Fennec looks more like a car that you would drive around like a daily driver type of car, whereas this looks more like a track car. Tigers the goat of Rocket League? Not even close. Okay. Ooh, good save. I was playing his 50, but I thought he clean won that, but I didn't realize he was like completely out of boost when he landed. He's not out of it. Oh. Well, at least on target, I didn't think he did. Low-key, almost a banger on goal. Yeah, I kind of bailed on that one because I was like, honestly, I need to slow that one down because I heard my teammate double commit with me. Such a good pass in the backboard to me. I honestly don't know if I'm GC right now, but I'm definitely very high GC2 if not. So, yeah, can't really tell you off the rip right now. Oh. I'm kind of pre-jumping trying to play these 50s, but the players are not actually where I thought they were. Taco, I have a diamond play. Hold on. You guys can't type these long-ass messages in the middle of the game. No, thank you. This is probably high GC2, low GC3. I have no idea what the actual MMR is, though. Oh, no 50? Okay. Reset. Excellent. Dang it. Ran out of boost at the very end of there. Why does it look like a champ lobby? Because GC3 is actually just that bad. Like this, it's probably the worst state the game's ever been in terms of average skill level of the lobby. Mainly because people stopped sweating it, so all the high level players have left gaps for lower level players to make it in. So you have a lot of players who don't know how to rotate around, they don't grab boost, they don't hit basic aerials. Oh. That rolled a little bit more. I was like, I can take that with ceiling. Okay. Who's not leaving that for me, said. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought he was missing that. Got scared. GC has a lucky game. I mean, I could see like it just being like lack of execution from a pro. Like even the players who are really good at 1v1 would still, you know, have one game I could see where they miss a decent amount. A problem. A little bit of a problem. Why would you put that to the sideline? Thank God. Okay. Would you like your 1v1 me? I do not 1v1. I lagged out. Yep. I was about to say, I'm like, why did he stop going? Can't get out of champ 2. Gotta improve on your fundamentals. That's always a solution. We don't know what else to do. Try to hit it to the sideline. If you're gonna do it, you gotta take a lot of power out. Oh, not gonna lie, rushed that a little bit, and I realized halfway through that was open. So if we lose, it's entirely my fault. That was a pretty embarrassing miss. Literally not even an excuse there. Oh. That guy came into the frame a little bit late. That Parzival didn't get demoed? Oh, you missed! Devin, please. Okay. Oh my god, dude. It's fine. Oh my god, I hate it. How's this new car? New Fennec is alright. It's a Fennec. It's honestly too similar to the Fennec to be worth it. It's not like, doesn't look cool enough to outpace the original Fennec. But it also doesn't feel different enough to warrant usage over the Fennec, you know? Dude. Wide left, wide right. I'm wide everything. Oh, you're gonna get demoed. Parzival, get a touch. Not like that. Okay. One more. Nice! No! Honestly, if they scored out that, I wouldn't have been angry. Nice touch. One more. Reset. Oh, that's okay. Parzival, take a 50. That works. Nice 50. No, good bump. I had Karen on a rope there. Whoever called 320 for the win was almost there, if I didn't get bumped. Wasn't entirely sure Parzival had that. Cut. Good clear to put it to the side. This is fat money if we take this over a party too, and MMR wise. No, you went as well. Oh my god, dude. Dude, we gotta be really careful with these guys. Holy crap, I did not think he would go for that. Dude, I keep forgetting these full parties, they'll immediately commit after one of them screws up. Wow, that did not realize this Parzival was that immobilized. That should have been a loss right there. Oh my god, what a throw! Wow. 451. 456 was the closest, I think, David Jacoby. Well done. What a brutal game. Yeah, it was not fun. Missed a wide open double on my end, so can't really complain that that went on for so long. Also, chat, my apartment is listing a $1,000 referral credit. So if anyone has some buddies who want to move somewhere around Dallas, let me know because I want to not pay rent for the rest. You're handsome like Putin? Damn, the bots are getting weird. What MMR are you on right now? I think we're just below 1700 or GC3 right now. Yeah, 1701. We're 2 games off SSL or GC3. What's your rent? I'll get a snowboard apartment. My rent is $13.50, but you can probably get one for $1K. You can probably get a studio for $1K. Yeah, get all your coworkers to get a snowboard apartment in Frisco. I'm not gonna lie, a referral credit of $1,000 if you got I'm sure there's cap to it, but I'm like, god dang, imagine if you just got a fleet of people moving in, you'd never pay rent again. You know, only if we go on monthly dinner dates, I'm down. I'm going weekly. I've actually debated if I just set up a chair outside my leasing office and just straight up told people like, hey, you coming in to sign a lease right now? They're like, yeah. It's like, all right, tell them that Jeff Scalamero referred you and I'll pay you $500. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And then basically just, that way you're making $500 credit and you're guaranteeing a bunch of people off the street. I wonder if anyone would be suspicious. Like, wait a minute, why is this guy keep coming up? Why does his name keep popping up? Nice. One studio for $1K is disrespectful. I mean, in Frisco, it's not bad. Hey, Xset. Are you actually a fan of Xset? In Rocket League, that's unthinkable because they haven't had a team forever, but Xset still exists in Siege, I think? Question mark? I have no idea. You're experienced in sales. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'll moonlight. I'll be overemployed. I'll work sales in the apartment. I'm what they call a closer. Really? Didn't touch that at all, huh? That's embarrassing. Well, not really sure what led to that. Red actually just didn't even go for that. That's crazy. Okay, well. I mean, Birdie, if you're living in the middle of nowhere, then yeah, you're gonna get cheaper prices. That's not disrespectful. 1K for a studio is probably pretty cheap compared to most major cities. I mean, I'm not gonna say Frisco is large, but the DFW area is kind of just one big metro area, so. Like, you could go to frickin' a small-ass town in Dakota, and you're probably still getting studios for like 800 to 1,000. Nice pre-jump. Nice pre-jump, Rose. I live in the Northeast, you ain't getting crap for 1,000. You might get a mailbox. That's what I'm saying. Like, growing up in New York State, like, a studio for 1K is a steal. Living in Chicago, studio for 1K, also a steal. 15 minutes away from a tourist city, not in Boonies territory. What city do you live in again? Or what state, I guess? Who wins? You or Safety Burrito? A classic gambit. Well, Safety Burrito is playing not to lose. I'm playing to win. Those are two different things. I think I benefit. Clanger. Southwest Missouri. Well, I mean, Missouri's property. I can't imagine it's that much more expensive to live Missouri. I'd have to think Missouri and Arkansas. That's like the biggest thing they got going for them. But they're very affordable. Well, actually, I don't know about Missouri. I know Arkansas definitely very affordable. One could argue all of Missouri is the base. Well, I would agree with that. No state is purely boonies. Would you say you're hard stuck at the top? That's such a hard MP3. I remember. I forget, Birdie, do you rent or own? I feel like a lot of like our class struggles that people talk about, and in terms of like, oh, people are irresponsible, they should be able to afford a rent, they should be able to afford blah, 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 is entirely based on the fact that there are some people who just never left their state. And they straight up like, will be like, why are people paying so much for houses? They need to buy a less expensive house. And they're talking to someone who lives in like, I don't know, like Massachusetts, and the person's telling them to save their money is like in Wyoming. Where like you can buy a house in the middle of nowhere for like, you know, $200,000, whereas Massachusetts, the cheapest house you're ever gonna find is like $700K. Sure. What's your favorite state? Probably Texas. I don't know if I have a favorite state necessarily. I mean, I don't mind living in Texas. There's a lot of things about Texas I don't like. Texas has the best barbecue. I still gotta try Kansas City. I've tried North Carolina barbecue. I've tried Texas barbecue. I have yet to have a judgment on best barbecue until I have Kansas City. But Texas barbecue is pretty good. Wanna rank you? This is GC2, GC3 right now. This is our GC3 game, I think. I was trying to get him to bite, and that guy literally had no patience for that. Oop. Trying to get the lightest touch over there. Buddy, what are we doing? No 50, I guess. Sick goal, Rose. Pay is typically commensurate with location. A little bit. I wouldn't say that correlation's super strong, though. Like, in general, housing costs, I would say cost of living is generally going up faster than pay year to year. Like, it doesn't stack with inflation. I feel like that's pretty empirically accurate. But obviously, it's very location dependent. As people like to move to certain places, some are going to accelerate fast than others, for sure. But some of the larger houses in South Carolina with the salary is about 2/3 of what I got in Pennsylvania. My neighborhood average is like 220 now. Yeah, it's heavily dependent on like what state you're living in, how they distribute kind of the value of the land and whatnot. And that can be kind of tough. I personally don't really mind renting, so long as it's, you know, decently affordable. I'm someone who, honestly, if I was making a lot more money, I'd probably still just be living in this apartment just because it saves money and I'm able to accelerate my savings. But after I get to a point where I'm like sufficiently comfortable and I have a good savings built up, then yeah, maybe I'd be down to, you know, upgrade a little bit, but. Wasn't even on the market. 16 hours. That person put that post up, kicked their feet up, and waited for a response, and you were immediately in that box like, ding. You're like, DM me, DM me, DM me. What's the best way to take control of the ball after another player carelessly booms it? What do you mean, best way to take control? You just don't boom it. Mortgage payment is significantly cheaper after the down payment? Yes. Taco Flaco, hey Ibrahima. You're acquiring equity? Yeah, I guess. For me, I just don't really, at least for me, like other people maybe, but like I'm so early on in my new career that like I literally can't even think about buying anything. Even just me buying a car seems like it's several months away at this point. And a house is gonna be like at least to like multiple years, I feel like. So we gotta get that savings up. 48 more days, chat. That's until I get my basically 90% pay raise. And then that's phase 2 of Taco takes control back of his life plan. Yeah, it was 90 days. We're almost halfway done. I need to stop doing that. I wanted to get the flip reset off the double. How to get more XP? You gotta chat. You gotta be active. Hey, GTAB's got lower salary, less than national average cost of living, is a lot easier in places like Cali. We're like 80K yearly. I mean, there's plenty of ways to save money. For me, the biggest thing is like I could be saving up a lot, but like unfortunately, I have a lot of debt that I racked up, unfortunately, from unforeseen costs and emergency systems that kicked up. So once I have those paid off, which at like a year of like my new salary after that, plus hopefully a decent chunk of commission, we'll be able to basically pay that off in less than a year. As well, if esports starts picking up as well, that'd be great. Jeff 3000, someone came in with one chat and took my first. Yeah, I don't know how the chat works in that regard. I think it honestly remembers people, and if they come in, then it gives them like a bonus or something. Like, hey, you returned to the chat the second day or something, you know? I'm not pretending it's easy now to buy a house. I bought mine 10 years ago while it's still like... That's why I think a lot of people are just like, come on, housing crash, let's go. Housing crash 2, electric boogaloo. Because they're just like, I just want everything to explode. Burn it all down. Oof, I got way too around that one. What? How did I not land all in that boost? Yeah, I'm just praying my student loans stay frozen for a bit. That's gonna be such... If that kicks back in, I'm in a really irritating position. I think at this point in my income-based repayment, I'd be paying like $600 a month. We're gonna need to play back that boost grab. Yeah, I landed, I felt like right next to it. Shy of interest. I mean, that's how it is, guy. I mean, like, if you don't pay significantly over your minimum, which obviously, like credit cards, you should never just pay the minimum, but like if you don't pay like a significant chunk, you will be paying off that loan for like forever. And even worse, like you'll be, you know, there's plenty of stories where people are like, oh, I had 50K loans and I paid 30K off and now I owe like 45K. You know, it's just like, because the interest just builds like crazy if you don't pay a super high off the bat. Which sucks because a lot of first jobs are not gonna be paying you enough to be dropping 600K just on that or whatever. Or not 600K, but 600 off the rippity rep. The loans being the time being, thank God I didn't take private loans. Yeah, I have a one private loan that's, I can't wait to pay off. That payment is $316 or $360 a month. That is an incredibly annoying build when it pops up. I don't have too much left in it, so I'm just waiting for some big checks. I have a $3,000 check coming in. It's taking everything within me, not to just put it all during that one loan. But right now I need to save up for a car, so that's my number one thing. Yeah, that was a rough one. I had to take out that private loan a while back because my grad school went on strike, and there was a couple months where I had literally no income, and that was not a fun time. No. 360 is down on my car payment. Yep. Yeah, once honestly, I'm kind of chilling if I just get rid of my payments. I have to pay $500 of a credit card settlement a while back. That's $500 a month, and then I have to pay 360-ish that private loan. So that's $864, and then I have to pay IRS back taxes for my freelance income because I can never pay that up front. And that's $300 a month as well. So that's $1,164 a month out of the $3,000 I pay in just bills in general a month. That is just loans, basically, and debt. So yeah, if we can get rid of that, we're chilling. That's so much more money in my pockets. Did not get the noti. How dare you, Air Canada. Hey, Space Golem, by the way. I just made it to C3 for the first time. Any tips to keep my rank? Keep improving on your fundamentals. Be good with your aerial. Learn. I'm not gonna lie. Thought I had slightly more time on that. Yeah. Learn. Just keeping the ball close to yourself, not just throwing it away every single time. And also fundamentally accepting that you will lose your rank. Like, part of getting a new rank is not keeping it. You have to fall up and down, you know? I think as soon as you accept that, it becomes a little bit easier to understand the process of improvement, you know? It's not linear. Sick demo. All right, good pass by that guy. Wildcat should have that covered. Skooga, think of it too.
Tuesday in it.
Oh, I did not realize that was this close. Please get that save, Wildcat. Thank you. I didn't think he'd shoot that. What a horrible decision. Wow. Wow, Trent, that was pure brain damage that you thought you could shoot that. That was no power, and I think it literally confused both me and my teammate. I was like, wait, why is he shooting it at 4 miles an hour? He had a bad run up on that. Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's straight CTE protocol type goal. Steal, come on, buddy. I was trying to get a maybe dunk because I was aware that was getting past the first guy. Nice, close one. Nice. I was like, I know these two guys are closing in, and I know Steel's getting cyberbullied, so I'm like, I'm just gonna try to wait this out a half second and then throw it forward. Good save by Steel, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we're just gonna throw it to the side. Trent is going to catch that because he loves catching it. Wildcat backward me? You coward, dude. You frickin' coward, dude. That was like half shot, half like 50. Wow, incredible. That's actually incredible. Buddy, we had 10 seconds for overtime and you double on that? That's the problem with hesitating too much, chat. Like, it's good to shadow defend. It's good to not go immediately. But the problem is if you wait way too long, like that our third did, the second's like, okay, I guess I can chow that. And then he goes. And the second was probably like, wait, why did you go? Oh, you look and sound like a caster. I don't cast RLCS, but I cast everything else. Nice. Hey, Papa. Had a feeling? Yep. Nice. Skooga! Thank you for the $1. So I've never seen you cast. Can you name a title on YouTube you cast on? A title on YouTube? If you just go to the RLCS channel and search up Collegiate Rocket League, you'll probably see a VOD that I've casted. Oh, thought he was a little farther away. So, did not think this would be a dunk. What happened here? Oh, Hunter ran a boost. That's a shame. I thought he was air dribbling that. I was like, I'll 50 it. That's fine. Sorry, just lobbing at Hunter. We're just gonna take a 50. Parsifal played that really well. Oh, what a dunk. It's fine. Trent, don't dive. Nice. Trent play the shot. Nice. Not nice. Not nice. Just gonna think for the $1 again. Oh. Man's a $1 machine. The least useful ATM. It's okay, Trent. Nice. Oh, didn't think you'd get that. Very useful at strip clubs. That's how they probably get refilled at strip clubs. Thoughts on the anniversary? I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. There's nothing has changed, so it's just a new map, some interesting DLC. That's it. People are expecting something insane to happen on the anniversary, not it being announced the World Championship, because people don't know how marketing works. PMU Ant? Wait, really? Oh, he is PMU. I didn't realize. As soon as I went for that, I realized he's definitely getting dusted. There's no way teammate is fast enough for that. And he wasn't! So, unfortunate. Bro took 3 seconds to react to that. Highly unfortunate. That was a horrible takeoff. Yeah, my bad, teammate. I was just kind of chasing that one. What in the frickin' best first touch I've ever seen? God, frickin' useless! Uninstall the game, Trent. What are we doing? Oh, he's getting bumped. He's sitting still. He's got 100 boosts. He doesn't use it. Like, what are we trying to do here? Oh. When you play the shot that no one's going for. All right. Okay, there's one. What's your biggest tip for people nearing 30? Don't. Blast through 30. Skip age 29 and 30 and go straight to 31. I don't know, I would just say save money. A great feeling is not having to wonder if you're paying your bills on, if you're able to pay your bills. 1069, all right. It's automatic now? No. The left number is automatic. I have to set the right one. Cats like Cheez-Its? Do they? Manually edit it? Yeah, that was one where you can just set the goal. Because ultimately what it does is increments of value into the left one, and it just keeps incrementing, but the thing is it only takes from one source. Whereas like for me, I was like, okay, well, if I'm getting donations from other places, I want it to show up as a donation. Because, you know, when you guys donate through PayPal, it's super appreciated because it goes straight to my bank account instead of having to wait until the end of next month, like through YouTube or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I should count that. So I have to manually add that one in. But yeah, it is automatic for YouTube donations. Bad day to talk about? No, it's just a term my friend came up with, and I thought it was kind of goofy. And one day you didn't need a username, and I remembered the term. His beard is low-key growing? I feel like that's how all beards work. They low-key grow. It'd be weird if they high-key grew. Then you guys were just freaking sitting around, and then you just look at the mirror, look away, look back, and suddenly, poof, it's just like, damn it, it's high-key growing. Oh, we got a... Oh, I was gonna say there's a Lord of the Rings guy, but I'm like, no, that's the Valar, not the Malar. That's kind of a vicious dunk, I'm not gonna lie, or dribble into a dunk. Also, I don't know why I tried to alternate my speed flip there. My bad. I don't even know what I was trying to do there. Also, I gotta stop assuming these guys are gonna be useless. On this one, honestly, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna catch that. Didn't realize it was that far back. I made such a mess of that play for no reason. Damn, Joe Dirt is not a movie I've thought about in a fat minute. Might be back though. I see potentially Ibrahima. Man. Okay. They're so much later than me. Nice. Hey, Mike Samet, it is Taco Tuesday. Which I do when I have a team that's always over my head and then the other one rotates. What do you mean over your head? I like how my teammate didn't say all good on me making a mess that one play until I scored to make up for it. Oh, I was playing at 50. That guy just gave up. That's crazy. I could have dished that. I don't know what the heck my brain is doing right now. That one was a 50 attempt. Man, my bounce reads are pretty abysmal. I'm not gonna lie right now. I blame my having a low protein dinner earlier, or lunch earlier. We're running off carbs. We don't got the true fuel, chat. You aren't using the taco boost. I'm using it because of you. Lame. Also, just because people got bothered by the chewing sound on stream. Oh. Dude, I'm playing like such a fucking idiot! Holy shit, I don't know why I'm like this right now. I am like out of it, dude. I am taking these bad touches. I knew that was bad before I even touched it. I was literally just like, man, this is not a good angle. All right, I need to lock in a little bit because my teammate's actually playing very well today, or right now, and I don't want to throw this game for him. Yeah, of course you get the 1 pixel flip reset. Oh. Okay. Okay, that one was honestly me just misjudging. I was like, this feels like something I can get dunked on if I'm not careful. I'm just gonna lean back and take it with the belly of the car to take the 50, and the guy just didn't go. So I was like, all right, well. I did not think he'd sell the boost. Oh my god, dude. I am so ass right now. Jesus Christ, dude. I just didn't want to get dunked to the sideline, so I tried to 50 it, and the guy didn't touch it, and then I gave it away for an open net. Oh my god. Abandon it? Yeah, I'm not waiting those 5 seconds. I deserve to take a break. This is self-imposed timeout. I think I was too carb heavy on my lunch. Got to rework my the diet organization. Comms and everything. I do miss playing 6-mans. That was literally the worst 2s game I've possibly ever played. That last one, I definitely do deserve to be pausing. I'm not playing 6-mans tonight. I also don't think I would check into rank B right now, so. For private suit, and I'm not in the mood to do that. Is there any socially awkward people in 6-mans get toxic? I mean, you're not the only person who gets annoyed when people get toxic, and no one likes toxic players. I don't know. People in 6-man just need to calm down. Rank B especially is filled with players who genuinely think the only reason they're not pro is because of people in this lobby holding them back. It's actually insane. Like, I actually really do like 6-mans. Like, I feel like every time I've queued 6-mans, it's basically like 2 hours of like, man, this is actually really fun. Really like this. And then inevitably a series with some guy who's not calming, barely trying, going for psychos or whatever. And then at the end of the game, they're like, man, you guys are ass. That's why we lost in game 5. And I'm like, dude, like, you weren't even trying. Why are you getting, like, you can't not try and then get upset that we lost, you know? There's also a couple of people in rank B who are very well known for not trying, and they just try to clip farm funny reactions or whatever. And I'm like, personally, you should ban those people from playing. Like, if they're there just to be a meme, like, I don't want them in the server. Didn't drop a game. A Quebecois yelling the entire game. It's about the series. Didn't drop a game. I was mad the whole time. He raged I lost a kickoff. No, I mean, some people are just in the worst mood of their life. Or they're just French, you know? Ranky has a problem playing. Is this a different game? No, it's 6-mans. It's a private server with a different rank system. It's basically for people who want to like actually play like competitive in comms and whatnot. It has a bot that you can queue up and it'll automatically make a lobby for you to join. And based on the winners and losers of that, it ranks you up on a online sync leaderboard. It's a cool system for sure, but I will say the moderators lost control of that server a while back, and that's why I low-key haven't been interested at all in playing it. Even on days where I feel like I'm playing really well, I have no interest in queuing 6-mans because there's just so many players that deserve to get auto-banned. Also, straight up, the one thing that I cannot frickin' stand is if you're queue dodging in 6-mans, like if you queue up and then you get matched with a team and then you're not a fan of the team you get, and then you abandon that team or whatever, like, or so people would be like, oh, I'm going to go eat dinner. Sorry, I have to go. My mom's calling, whatever. And then they leave the queue, and then they join a queue immediately again. And it's like, you're very clearly not like waiting until you get the perfect team. You know, oh, there's 2 really good players in lobbies and, you know, 3 other really good ones outside of you. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait until I get the best team possible. It's like literally players who just do that. And people get timed out for that. But there was like, I remember someone posted, and they're like, happy 22nd temp ban for Q dodging, LMAO. And I'm like, buddy, and I'm looking at the mods. I'm like, you guys are really not perma-banning someone who has Q dodged 22 times and been banned for it 22 times? Like, how is that person not perma-banned at that point? A gateway to pro competition? No, it used to be seen as that. Now it's just a way to kind of brag. It's kind of a shorthand for how good you are. Because if you're 22, if you're 2000 MMR and 2s or whatever, that means you're pretty good. But if you're 2000 MMR and you're rank A or X or something, then people are like, ooh. So it's not really, like, you're not going to get pro if you're just really good at 6-mans, but you might get attention from pros. So it doesn't guarantee a pro contract, doesn't really guarantee anything, but it's a good way to make yourself stand out for sure. I will say the system mostly works as intended. Pretty much everyone who's rank X for a long time, you can trust that they're a really solid player. I'd say rank A players and rank B plus players are a little bit more dicey, but you know, I think they'll be solid. The low 6-man's ranks are unbalanced. Honestly, I just don't get the point of 6-mans when you're a low rank. Like, personally, 6-mans I feel like is the whole point is just criteria, it should be ranking criteria of a higher quality than once you get past SSL, it should just be that, you know? Or GC3, that's how I think of it. Like rank B is like a GC3 low SSL, B plus is basically like a more consistent SSL, A is like a 1900 2K player, and X is like 2200 MMR, like really, really high level ranked grinder type of thing. How do you get to 6-mans? You join the Discord, you just Google 6-mans North America or 6-mans Europe or whatever. Hold up, y'all, I need to go shower. Hold up, bro's asked me to pause the whole stream so he can shower. How selfish can you get? Yeah, but there's a rank check. So rank C is like a cesspool. That's basically like the equivalent of my ranks that I'm playing in right now. If you get to a certain MMR, you can rank check, which is basically you log in with the 6-man bot, and it says, hey, you haven't played in a bit. Let's check your MMR. And if you meet a certain threshold, which goes up throughout the season, I think right now it's probably like 1800, 1825, you'll automatically promote into rank B, which makes things a lot easier. Do not go in another game, Taco. Sorry, David. Based on how long these queues are, even though I'm queuing 2s again, who knows? I feel like E is worse. Well, of course E is worse. Enjoy doing? We're doing all right, Sergeant Blaze. We abandoned a game earlier, so we're just coming back from that, mainly because it was the worst game I've ever played. So I decided to self-impose a timeout on myself. Did I get temp banned or something? Why am I? I don't know what that is. Show me a stall. I have no idea how to do this. How to do a stall. The breakout from the Rock Pass yet? I did not buy the Rock Pass. Usually Epic gives it to me for free, but for some reason this season they did not. What's your method to get out of 2s or 3s brain? You just think about it and you're like, hey, I'm playing a different game mode. Because for me, and when I play 2s after playing a lot of 3s, I always rotate really wide for no reason, and that gets me in a bad habit. Fortunate miss. Hey, hello, Max is fishing. Lazy's a good player, so this should be pretty decent. Why? Oh, he got bumped. Well, that's sad. Do you think we're getting the Unreal Engine 5 update? Yeah, at Worlds. Gotta wait until September, chat. They confirmed it? No, but it's 100% coming at Worlds. I would bet every dollar in my checking account that they're releasing at Worlds. Or announcing it at Worlds. Did not expect you to go for that double. My bad. Pause just to make sure I didn't get slapped. Available to public or just announcing? I don't know. But it will be revealed at Worlds. It's like people don't watch or pay attention to Rocket League. They really think they're going to announce it not during RLCS. Also, Unreal Engine 5 changes the engine, it changes the gameplay. Why would they announce it in the middle of the season? Do we need it though? I don't see the point of updating. Yeah, except for the fact that every single update breaks the game because they're using spaghetti code from an engine that was released like 15 years ago. Like, they need to update the engine so that they can actually fix this game and add content without it destroying absolutely everything. All right. All right, we're quickly approaching the end of stream, chat. I'm playing not well, so. I'll double C, bro. Hey, so out. That's crazy. That's crazy. A little greedy. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't think he'd get that much power on that read. Most of your games are a little optimized due to something's different. Well, for me, I'm just thinking about creative mode. If you can make maps or something like Fortnite, that would give Rocket League a lot more creativity and also infinitely expand the content offerings. as well as keep the game fresh. Like, it'd be kind of cool if you could just browse this shop or whatever and then find like some cool mini game to play. I mean, people have like programmed some insane stuff in Fortnite's creation engine, so. Now I save. Hey, Natasha. Oh! I was trusting he'd get bumped. And he was late to that aerial, but he still got deflection. Crazy. So teammate just let him have that 100 boost, and you thought he would hit that to the out. What do you? Oh, I need to know what was going on in his brain. I mean, I get that maybe he was going to shoot on target, but why did you think none of that was going to go in the middle? He like backed away from the play. That was so weird. That was definitely not a reset, but okay. Sure game, whatever. Okay. We had $2 more. I think I'm probably gonna end stream soon, chat. So at this rate, if we lose this game, I'm definitely ending stream. We have reached that point where everything is just super irritating to me, and every teammate is doing things that make me question if they have neurons firing. Okay. Was hoping to bait in challenge, but I was a little heavy on that still. Oh, he actually just straight up played my cut. Sad. Okay. Nah, it's very hot or cold lately with the Rocket League. The stream the other day, I literally felt like I could play forever. It was going great. Vibes are good. And then today it's like I just, you know, I hit 2 hours and I'm just genuinely like, I can't do it for much longer. Okay. All right, good night.